When you learn how to attract women and then use that knowledge to attract women you meet, you suddenly find that a lot of women are interested in you at the same time, which then either results in you choosing one of those women as a girlfriend or dating multiple women at once. Here's the thing though, dating multiple women at once is a lot of fun, but if you don't approach it correctly, you can easily run into problems where some of the women become very upset with you or they end up leaving you and you no longer have that woman as one of the women that you're dating and sleeping with. Now, before I get into the mistakes to avoid, I just want to point out that some people say it's unethical for a man to date multiple women at once without realizing that most women actually do that to men, right? Before a woman commits to a man, she usually has a number of options, and in some cases she'll continue dating other guys for the first couple of weeks or even the first month or so before she stops and commits to one guy. So it's not just something that men do. Additionally, most women feel very attracted, and a woman can fall madly in love with you and be excited to hopefully become your number one girl when you're dating multiple women at once. So the first mistake to avoid is not being clear about your intentions up front. When you attract a woman and then kiss her and have sex with her, she'll usually ask you what you're looking for, or if you're looking for a girlfriend, or what is going to happen between you and her now, and so forth. And what you need to say is that you're not looking for a girlfriend at the moment, but you're happy to hang out with her and see what happens and just hang out here and there. Some people think that a man must be a very bad man to say that to a woman after having sex with her, but what you need to realize is that after a woman has sex with a man, if he asks her, so what's going to happen between us now? Are you looking for a boyfriend? Do you want to be with me? And so forth. A woman will often say the same sort of thing, that she isn't sure yet and she'll just see how things go. So if you want to date multiple women at once, make sure that you're not afraid to say that you're not looking for a girlfriend at the moment, but you're cool to hang out with her here and there, catch up and so forth, and see what happens, right? She will understand that she hasn't won you over to the point where you think, okay, I want this girl as a girlfriend or a wife, that you're still going to continue on with your life as it was, and she may have the opportunity to become your girlfriend or potentially wife. If you're not clear on that up front and the woman is catching up with you, she's coming over, cooking you dinner, you may go out to the movies and you may be having great sex together, and she eventually finds out that you don't want to be her boyfriend, she can become very upset about that and even a bit angry. The next mistake to avoid is spending too much time with one woman. So if you want to date multiple women at once, you need to have multiple women at once. And if you're spending more than 2 days a week with one woman or 2 nights a week with one woman, you can start to become attached to her, and she can start to become very attached to you as well. And it can start to feel like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship if you're seeing each other 3 or 4 times a week. It also then becomes difficult for you to see other women because you don't really have much time for other women. So if you truly want to be dating multiple women at once, just see them once or twice a week, and that's it. Of course, when you do that, she may also date other men at the same time, right? You may not be the only man in her life, and if you're cool with that, great. If you're not cool with that and you just want to be with her, then only see her and make her your girlfriend. The next mistake to avoid, contacting her after you've had sex. If you're courting one woman for a serious relationship, you should proactively text her, talk to her on the phone, or see her in person a few times a week. Yet if you're dating multiple women, you should stop calling or texting after you've had sex with the woman for the first time. It's fine to make a comment on her social media profile or click like on a photo, but avoid proactively chatting with her via text or on a call. Apart from that, just wait and let her be the one who texts or calls you. Once again, some people may say it's unethical for a man to not contact a woman after having sex with her, but hey, women do the same thing, right? When a woman first has sex with a man, she usually doesn't contact him. She waits for him to contact her. You can flip the script, you can turn the tables and be the one who is going to be contacted or not, right? If she doesn't contact you, you're just going to sleep with another woman. So if you've done a great job attracting her and you've had some great sex and she feels something good with you, then she's most likely going to contact you. It might take her a week or 2, but she's most likely going to reach out. That said, if you're dating multiple women at once and you come across a woman that you really like, then it's fine to contact her after sex and begin courting her for a relationship if that's what you want. But if you truly want to be dating multiple women at once, after you've had sex for the first time, don't contact her, right? Let her contact you. Then once she puts herself in that position where she's contacting you, she's trying to get things moving along, it's fine to occasionally contact her first, but for the most part, let women contact you. If you're a guy who's skilled at attracting women and you've been doing a great job attracting them, and you have multiple women in your life, then you don't need to be contacting women, right? It's essentially just a case of you replying or answering a call if you want to. The next mistake to avoid, not being honest when she asks if you're seeing anyone else. So she asks you, are you seeing anyone else? And you simply say something like, yes, I'm seeing other women as well because I don't want a fully committed relationship right now. I like you the most though. If she asks, where is this going? Are we going to have a committed relationship or is this just going to be sex? And you can say something like, all I know is that I really like you, you're sexy, and you're a great woman. Right now, I don't want a committed relationship though. If you can't handle that, then we won't see each other anymore, of course. But if you can, then we can keep seeing each other like this and see where it goes. In all the time that I was dating multiple women at once, I never came across a woman who got angry when I said something like that and couldn't handle it, stormed out and never wanted to be with me again. Instead, because the woman feels so attracted to you and wants to be with you, and because other women are attracted to you and sleeping with you, it flicks a switch inside of a woman's mind where she wants to compete and become your number one girl. She wants to win you over. Now, of course, not all women will make that obvious, only some will. Some will act like they don't care and they are just cool with having sex and they don't care if you see other women, but secretly she's hoping that you fall in love with her and you choose her, and she tries in whatever way she decides to try, right? Some women will start to act a little bit distant. They'll say they're going out with their girlfriends to hopefully make you jealous and so forth, but if you honestly don't want to commit to her and you just want to have sex with multiple women, then you're not going to be fazed by that, right? You're just going to continue on dating and having sex with multiple women. If she goes out with her girlfriends, have a great night. I hope you have a good time. You're not going to be sitting there all lonely thinking, oh no, one of my girls is going out. She might meet another guy and then I've got nothing, right? It's not the case. You've got other women and you don't want to commit to her anyway, so it's all good. What used to happen for me when I was dating multiple women at once is that sometimes after the girl had asked me that, where is this going? And do you want a committed relationship? Are you seeing anyone else? And so forth. And I was completely honest. She would then try to make me jealous by texting me when she was out or sending selfies of her and a couple of girlfriends at a club or whatever. And I would always just say, hey, looking beautiful, have a great night. And as a result, her little trick didn't work, right? She would be standing there talking with her girlfriends going, damn it, and knowing that I didn't fall for the bait, right? And she would like me even more. It doesn't mean that the woman would not then flirt with other guys and potentially be with another guy or start dating another guy. But that's not my concern, right? I'm not concerned about that. I'm not trying to get her into a committed relationship. The next mistake to avoid, meeting her family. When couples transition from casual dating to building a serious relationship, they will usually then formally introduce each other to their family. When dating multiple women at once, you will want to completely avoid meeting her parents if possible. That said, if she invites you to a family get-together, you can go to it as long as she's aware that you are dating other women and are not exclusive with her. She has to know that you're not looking for a relationship. If she's cool with that, then meeting her parents usually isn't a big deal to her. However, if a guy has been dishonest with a woman and has been pretending that he is committed to her but has actually been dating other women, then she may be very disappointed and hurt when he eventually breaks up with her or tells her the truth. The next mistake, panicking if she says that she'll leave you if you don't commit. So sometimes a woman will try to use that trick on you, right? She's attracted to you, she loves you, she wants to be your girlfriend, and because you're not falling for her in the same way and committing to her, she'll attempt to use the trick of saying that she's going to leave you. So a mistake that some guys will make at that point is that they'll say, no, look, please. I mean, I really like you. I want to be with you. I just don't want a relationship now. Please, just understand. Don't fall into the trap of trying to suck up to her in a moment like that. Right? It's fine to tell a woman that you don't want a relationship and so forth, but not in a way where you're pandering to her, where it's like, oh, please, look, sorry. I'm sorry for hurting you. I just don't want to be in a relationship. Don't leave. I just want to be with you and so on. The woman doesn't want to get that sort of reaction from a guy, right? She doesn't want to see him desperate and pleading like that. Desperation is not attractive to women. He's also lowering himself like that and he's falling for the game, the trick that she's trying to use, right? Which makes him seem more gullible. It doesn't make him seem very smart. It also shows that he needs her, please don't leave, and so forth. He needs her in his life. if you're honestly dating multiple women at once, you shouldn't get to the point where you need them. So if you're with a woman and she loves you or she's really attracted to you and she wants to be your girlfriend and she's saying that if you don't commit to her, then she's going to leave, then just let her know that, hey, look, as I said, I'm not looking for a committed relationship. So if you're not cool with that, then okay. She then sees that you're not lowering yourself, you're not becoming desperate, you're not becoming a weak man. You're still holding your position, which she then respects. And she feels more attracted to you as a result. Additionally, you're not being rude to her. You're not hurting her feelings by saying something like, hey, look, as I said, I'm not looking for a committed relationship. Like, if you can't deal with that, then go. Right? You're not being like that. You're being more loving about it. You're being more respectful by saying, hey, look, as I said, I'm not looking for a committed relationship. So if you're not cool with that, then okay. Right? You're being loving and understanding. And she then feels more respect and attraction for you as a result. Another mistake to avoid is not looking after her feelings. For example, many women will ask you things like, am I not good enough for you? To which some guys will just be an arsehole and say, I don't know, and leave her thinking that maybe it means she isn't good enough. My response to that type of question was always something like this. I think you're sexy and beautiful and I really like you, but I'm not looking for anything serious right now. If you don't want to see me anymore and have fun like we do, then I encourage you to go and find another man. Go for it. So if you've ever been in a situation that is the reverse of that, where you're asking the woman how she feels about you. What do you feel? Do you like me? Are you attracted to me? Are you in love with me? And so forth. And you then don't get a clear answer back, or you don't get the answer that you want. What does it usually make you feel? More attracted to her, more in love with her, more motivated to hopefully win her over. That's what usually happens in a sexual or romantic relationship. It's usually one person who wants to get more of the other's affection, love, and so on. So there's nothing wrong with you being in the position where the woman is trying to win you over, to get you to commit. And if you really like her, if she's the woman that you want, then you're in the position where you allow her to be your girlfriend and she feels very special and lucky as a result. Now, before I share a final tip with you about dating multiple women at once, I just want to point out that if you want to learn my techniques that allowed me to attract women so effortlessly, to then have multiple women in my life at once, then I recommend that you read my ebook, The Flow, or listen to the audiobook version. The Flow is the easiest way to get laid or get a girlfriend, and when you use the techniques from The Flow, you will find that women instantly feel attracted to you, they feel connected with you, and they want to go to the next level with you. As a result, when you have opportunities to interact with women, they don't go to waste. The woman feels attracted to you, she feels connected, she wants to give you her phone number or kiss you or have sex with you on the first night, or you simply get her number and set up a date. But at the end of the day, she wants to be with you. It's the easiest way to get laid or get a girlfriend. One final tip I want to give you in this video is to always remember that women often keep their options open before committing to a man. It then results in men trying harder to win her over. So don't ever think that you are doing a bad thing by making women want to win you over. You're allowed to be in the position of power where you decide whether or not she gets to have a relationship with you, and secretly, women actually prefer it when you are in that position because then they feel very lucky to become your girlfriend.